Let us start exercise 5.1. So in this exercise, till the question number 3, most of the questions are related to means theory only. Okay, nothing problem wise is explained here. So first question, which of the following statements are true, which are false? Give the reason for your answer. You should give the reason. Okay, do not write means true and false only. You should give the reason also. First one, only one line can pass us through a single point. False only. If I am marking a point here, I can draw one line like this, another line like this, another line like this. So many infinite number of lines I can draw through this one point. So only one line can pass through a single point. It is false. Infinitely many lines can pass through a point in different directions. This is the reason. There are an infinite number of lines which pass through two distinct points. It is false. If I am drawing two distinct points like this, only this line is passing through these 2 points. No other line we cannot draw which is passing through both these points. So this statement is false. Through two distinct points, only one line can pass. This is the reason. Okay. Next is a terminated line can be produced indefinitely on both the sides. True. That we studied, correct? So if this is a line, this line we can extend to the right hand side and also to the left hand side. Indefinitely we can extend. So the given statement is true. A terminated line or line segment can be produced indefinitely on both sides to give a line. Okay. Next, if two circles are equal, then their radii are equal. Of course, if both circles are equal means both have the same radius, then only we can say that both are equal. Otherwise, the circle will be remaining changed, correct? So if both circle have the radius same, then both are equal. So if two circle have equal, then their radii means radius, plural form of radius, okay, are equal. So it is true, two circles of equal that is equal circles will have the same radius from the center. So from the relationship we can write pi r square. What is the area of circle? Pi r square. Okay. So next one, in figure, if AB is equal to PQ, AB is equal to PQ and PQ, this one is equal to XY, then can we say that AB is equal to XY, this one is equal to this one? Of course, because AB is equal to PQ and PQ is equal to XY. These two are equal, so we can equate these two, right? So we can write AB is equal to XY. So the given statement is true. So we can write from the axiom that is that if two things are separately equal to the third thing, then they are equal to each other. These two things, this one and this one. So these two things are separately equal to each other. From the axiom that if two things are separately equal to a third thing, then they are equal to each other. Okay. These two and this one, it is separately equal to the third thing, then the first and third should be equal to each other. That is stating here. Okay. Next, give a definition for each of the following terms. Are there other terms that need to be defined first? What are they and how many might you define them? First is parallel lines. What is parallel lines? You know that two straight lines which have no point in common are said to be parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. So you can say that no common point is here in these two lines, correct? So these two are the parallel lines. So if you are define this statement like this, if you are using any mathematical word, something related to line, you should explain the meaning of that also. So here you explained point and straight line. So you should explain what is this point and straight line. Okay. So I am explaining here point and straight line will have to be defined first. A point is that which has no part. It has no part, just a point. Okay. A line is a breadthless length, and a straight line is a line which lies evenly with the point on itself. This is the definition of line. Next is perpendicular lines. Okay, perpendicular line, you know that 90-degree making. So if one among two parallel lines is turned by 90-degree, then two lines become perpendicular to each other. So two lines are turned among 90 degrees, forming turning by 90-degree. Then we can call it is perpendicular lines. Okay. So next is line segment. A line with two endpoints is called line segment. A line with two endpoints, these two are the endpoints, is called line segment. Next is radius of a circle. What is radius of a circle? The line segment with one end point at the center and the other at the any point of the circle. So if I am drawing a circle like this is radius of the circle. One end is on the center of the circle, right? And the another end which should be any point on the same circle. Okay. So here we explain the word center. So what is center? Center may be defined as a point inside the circle which is at the same distance from all the points on the circle. So from this center which can be same distance to the circle. Okay. Next is square. You should explain what is square. A quadrilateral. Square is a quadrilateral you studied in last year also, which have four sides. Okay. With all the sides equal and all the angles. What is the property of angles? All these angles are equal. That means 90-degree, right? Is called square. So a quadrilateral is a figure with four sides. That is here we determine one word quadrilateral. So I am giving the definition of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a figure with four sides. Okay. So